Hi and welcome. We're the Weasley sisters. I'm Naturally Nitty, aka Jessica, and this is episode 109. Is that correct? Did we change
Yes.
that? Okay, sorry.
And I'm Barnett, aka Allena. Today is May 6th. This is our weekly podcast. If this is your first time watching, welcome. If you're a regular, thanks for coming back.
So, grab your knitting, or crochet, or spinning, or whatever, and craft along with us.
Yes.
Today we go into Mojo.
Yes. Do you have any Mojo?
Yes. I made some blanket squares.
Oh, I need to do that.
For Quidditch. I have no idea what country I'm going to turn it in for, so if you have an idea of what purple and teal is, let me know, or earbird me, or something. So there's one. I think it's the pattern was square in the round. It's garter stitch. And pretty simple. I should probably block it so it looks a little nicer, but it was nice. I usually have issues getting squares to be the correct dimension sometimes. I don't know. It's hard. So this was nice and easy because it was just garter stitch. You started in the middle and went around. So there's one, and then I made another one. This one's only 6x6, and instead of doing garter stitch, I did stockinette stitch, and I need to block it because it's like curly. Or maybe I should have did like garter stitch on the edge or something. I don't know. Whatever. I figure it's going to be in a blanket, and it'll pull out. So
cool.
That's it for me.
Well, I had some Reducio things, but I already shipped them.
Okay.
So I only have pictures, so I pulled them up on my phone. I made a pair of mini socks.
Very cute. They're fancy.
Well, the one is like what I wore on my date with Severus or something like that. That's this big one. And then the other one is just your traditional like Quidditch type sock. But I measured them. And I'll show you that picture.
Okay.
These are all on my Flickr page. I don't know why it's not working. Oh, there we go. So that one was like 5 inches, but it was a lot of fun to knit. And I only sent one, and then I just kept the other one. But to turn it in for points, you need 2. Then I made this guy, which I have another picture of him. He's trying to fly on this picture, and he's not really going anywhere. So what I did was I took my pattern, they call him Pig, and I made it, and then on the sleeves, on the arms, I used some yellow and reddish orange fun fur. It's beautiful. And made like the wings, and then I put little like mohawk for him, and then I made a little tail. Oh, I can show you like the back part of him. Let me see. So that's the back. So he has like a little tail. And so I sent it in my package, and I said, someone at Hogwarts has been breeding illegally. This looks like an owl and a phoenix mix. And I called it Owlinks because I'm a dork in my project page. So yeah, but that's all I finished. But I also need to show this because it's not knitting or crochet, but it's awesome. I made a pen that is a wand. See that? It's a pen. That is a wand with a Slytherin scarf and everything. So yeah. That's the only finished objects I have.
Okay. So, works in progress?
Works in progress. Do you have any?
Yes. I started another pair of socks out of Knit Picks Fleecy for Mom.
Cool.
Her feet get really cold, and she felted a pair of her socks that she's been wearing. And, like, her feet are swollen, so, like, not all socks fit. Otherwise, I would have gave her some of my already knit socks. So, yeah. And she has, like, fuzzy socks and stuff, but they don't keep her feet warm. And she likes wool. So, that's that. And then, I didn't bring my Newton here. I'm still working on Gabe's blanket. I'm, like, not even to 25%.
Really?
Really.
That sucks.
I know. I should be halfway done with it, and I'm not.
Well, stop with the classes in Quidditch and go to your new.
Right. Well, those things only took, like, an afternoon or something. The squares were very quick. So then, someone in our church got into a really bad accident
oh, no.
a month ago. Well, you know about this.
I do.
But, so she is in Denver, Colorado, because she had back issues, and, I think it can't really, maybe she can feel her arms now, but, like, from, like, it's bad. Anyways, so a bunch of us are making a, like, a prayer blanket for her, and it's almost done. It's that, I think it's called Ripples Afghan or Neat Ripples, I forget, by Attic 24. This is the one we did our traveling blanket out of last year, if you guys remember. So I have it now. Okay, so I started here at the purple.
Okay.
And I'm doing the yellow, the pink, and green. I'll probably do another stripe or two. And I'm finishing it. So I'm thinking I can turn it in for detention.
Yeah, you're the end.
Yeah, I'm finishing it, yeah, because it's nice and long.
That's really nice. So, definitely.
But yeah, so I just got this just the other day. And yeah. Let's see, what else? Oh, so it's not a project yet, but I picked out yarn for our cardio sock swap.
Wow, you're like way ahead of me.
By picking out yarn?
Yes.
That's awesome. Anyway, so it's Cherry Tree Hill. I think this is actually one of the first, like, nice skeins of sock yarn I ever bought, and I got it from the Loopy U. Like,
it's really pretty.
Years ago when I was just blogging and Ravelry was, like, a weird word to me.
Like, I remember before Ravelry.
I know. Is that crazy?
It is crazy.
Anyway, so it's pretty.
Never finished projects. Oh, that was before the House Cup, and Ravelry.
Yeah.
Because I pretty much joined Ravelry.
I was going to say, like, I wasn't very active on Ravelry until the House Cup.
So BR before Ravelry. Yes. And after Ravelry is the House Cup.
So I'm excited to use it because I think it's pretty.
That's cool.
And I think my person will like it.
I'm the one who gave the out partners and everything. And I totally forget who everyone has. Like, I forgot who I had. I had to go check.
That's funny.
But I, like, only looked at my name to see
Well, I had to double check just to be sure. Like, because, like, you think you know your person, and then I'm like, oh, wait. I had to check a couple times. Yeah. So I get that. Anyways, that's all my whips.
I have a few whips. Just tonight, I started one without a project page. I don't have a project page or anything. And it is a square.
Awesome.
Now, I'm almost out of the gray, so I'm going to switch to a blue.
Very cool.
And then I have been, because I haven't started my socks for the cardio swap, I've been knitting on these tortoise socks, which I talked about last week.
Yes.
So this Sunday was Awana's final closing program. So I'm knitting along, and the freaking needle falls off the cord, like pulls out. And so I have, can you see that? Like,
Yes.
drop stitches. So I'm like, with the cord picking up stitches, because I'm not anywhere. Like, I'm at church, and so I don't have, but so today I took them, like, I'm like looking to see if I dropped any stitches, which I didn't. And I only have like an inch to go before I do the toes. So I was frustrated. So today I took super glue and just super glued them. Like, every single one of these needles was coming out. So like, I pulled them out, put a little drop of super glue on, and super glued them on. Not to mention, like, I talked about these last week, how much I hate them because they're so pointy and the joins are crap and the cord is just dumb. So they're not my favorite, and I would not recommend them to anyone. And like, I took pictures of it, like, broken, and put it on Instagram, and had like a huge long conversation, like the longest conversation ever on Ravelry. I mean, on Instagram about needles, because these ones suck, and it's not just me, it's other people. So I'm sorry, but the square needles by Collage, don't get them.
Be warned.
Right. Actually, that's a lie, because I have a bigger size for like 9s, and they're okay. The join is still pretty rough, but they don't come apart. But for socks, don't get them.
Crazy.
And I'm still working on the Charmander, but not very much, to Bella's dismay.
Okay.
But not really. I need to finish it because she really wants our Charmander.
Get on that. You have the body done. You just have to do the arms and stuff and legs, right?
And the tail.
Okay.
I just got distracted because I had the Reducio that I had to do.
Sure.
Not that I don't have to craft for my kids, but you know what I mean.
I get it.
But, and then I proposed this morning, maybe yesterday, I forget when, my order mission, and it was approved this afternoon.
I totally forgot about those.
Yeah, I'm working in the recruitment. I'm doing the extra one with Rock and Sticks.
Okay. I haven't even read them.
There's one where
I feel so, like, out of it.
You should go read them. Like, I read them all before last week. So I kind of had an idea what I wanted to do. And what I'm going to be knitting is using that Malabrigo. No, that's a lie. Using that Madeline Tosh I got for my birthday. Or actually, it was a Christmas gift, but I got it around my birthday. Okay, after my birthday. But it's like bright pink. I showed it to you. I know I did. Anyways, I'm going to knit the Medusa pattern for it.
What is it? A shawl?
It's like a zigzaggy shawl.
Oh, okay. I think I remember.
It's really cool.
Sweet. I don't even know what I'm going to do. I feel so, like...
And I think I won that pattern as a gift. Something that you want to make?
No.
Are you trying to get Order of the First Class Serpent? Whatever it's called.
No.
Oh, so you don't actually have to do an order mission.
But I do. Because I do.
But your, like, Newt is, like...
I know, it's woefully behind. I'm going to... Once I finish the traveling blanket, it's going to be all Newt all the time. And these are going to be my purse project. Because I finished the other one, so then, like, when I'm out and about, I don't have something to work on because the Newt is too big. It's a blanket. And, like, I haul it to, like, church sometimes for Wednesday night at Awana knittings.
Yeah.
But you can't, like, carry it in your car and stuff. It's not a good...
It would take its own seat.
It does.
So, I think... Do you have, like... This is how I pick my projects for Newts and or owls and or order missions and or classes.
So everything?
Pretty much. I have an extensive queue. And an extensive stash. And I'm kind of on a buying freeze. Kind of, I say, because with Mother's Day coming up, I'm probably going to ask for something fibery. Because I won't ever get a sheep like I want. But anyways.
If I could wash fleece for an order mission,
I don't know.
that would rock.
So this is how I go. I look at my queue, first of all, and say, oh, I want to knit that. And I go through it and I remember what I want to knit. But I have my queue ordered, so like the stuff I really, really want to knit is up to the top. Sort of. I haven't gone through it lately. But if I add something that I really, really want to knit or crochet, I move it up to the top when I'm adding it.
Right.
So that's how I do. So usually I go through like the first and second page of my queue and look and be like, oh, I really want to knit this. Then I go into my stash page and I say, what do I have that I could knit this with? But like for this order mission, I was like, I had bought the yarn for the pattern because I got the pattern and then I bought the yarn. So that was just easy and I was just waiting to make it. So yeah, that's what I did. And then sometimes I'll be like, oh, I really want to knit with hand spun. So I'll go through my hand spun and find one. And then I look through patterns. And if I don't have one in my queue, I go looking for more. So that's how I decide. Now for classes, it's the same sort of thing. Like, what do I have to make for that month? And I put it in there. But, so this is my advice to you, which you already know because you'll probably already do it. Go into your queue and make something. Or go into my queue and make me something.
No, see, my problem is I want to do sweaters and stuff, but I don't have sweater quantity of yarn, and I too am on a spending freeze.
I know what you could do then.
What?
Spin a sweater quantity of yarn.
I could.
But that's kind of like an owl, so that would be a crazy order. Maybe spin half of it.
Oh, maybe I could do the rest of Mom's yarn for that.
Oh, there you go, because you already need to do that.
I do. I think I have a pound that I need to spin.
That's a lot of what. So there is an option in there for the Weasleys. There's like one exploring families, and you explore the Blacks or you explore the Weasleys, and there's like the Weasleys you have to do extra. So maybe you could do it for that, because I don't know what the requirements are for spinning.
Okay. They're pretty awesome in the order. Like, they're not very...
Yeah. And like my proposal was so vague. Like I proposed to make a shawl and it's going to be so bright pink, it's going to match the acid green of the Quick Quotes quill. And I know to fit in at the Daily Prophet, you have to be a character. And then I put a little note in there like, no matter how hard I try to knit a shawl in a month and it never happens. So, and most of the time it takes like 8 weeks. So like, cause you know, like there were people proposing like 800 yard shawls and I'm like, no, because my shawl's like 400 at the most.
Yeah.
It takes one skein. So I'm just like, I wanted to like say, these people might be able to knit that fast, but I obviously am not a fast knitter. Like I can't even knit a freaking pair of socks in a competition in under a year. Well, really, I could have done it, but it's like I get done and then I can't turn it in for class, and then I just get lost with detention, and so
it's the points' fault. Blame it on the points.
It is totally. You know, these imaginary points that don't actually do anything.
But they're totally worth everything. Like,
which is probably
they determine my crafting.
They do, but it's probably why I haven't finished the Charmander either, because. Well, I guess I could turn it in for detention, because I haven't done detention yet.
Detention points.
But still.
Okay.
Back to...
Moving on?
Yes. You spin me right round. Spinning at all.
Kinda. Let me set this down.
If you hear squeaking, I apologize. It's my wheel. I need to oil it, and the oil is all the way over there, and I'm not getting up.
I swear I had 2 bottles of oil, one for each wheel, and I could not, for the life of me, find the upstairs wheel's oil. So I had to walk downstairs and get it.
So far.
I was so mad. I actually waited a whole day to do it because I was so mad.
Why didn't you just say, hey kid, go get this?
It was bedtime. It was like past. They were gone.
Oh, then never mind.
Anyways, so... I am crinkling a bag.
Are you really? Ooh, that's pretty. That looks like an orchid.
Yeah, I was planning on doing this for whatever herbology, the
Yes.
blooming option. It's from Nerd Girl Yarns. Can you read that? Is that not focusing?
Tell me of your home world. Yes.
Fiber of the Month Club.
Oh, did you get that, or is that like a long time ago?
Oh, this is a while ago. Like, I have a stash back there. 40% superwash merino, 40% merino, and 20% Tessa silk. It's so soft. So I split it up. Like, this is one half lengthwise, and then there's 4. The other one's upstairs. I seriously spun like probably 3 yards. There's like this much on the bobbin, so I didn't bring it down. But I started spinning.
That's cool.
That.
I am also spinning as we speak. I am currently... Oh, crap. I just... Spinning my Jacob for my newt.
Okay.
And when we processed this, we were like, oh, that's so rough. It's not the softest wool. But, like, it's spinning really nice, except for there's little nups, which is normal, but I'll hold it up a little bit. So, spinning. I'm not, like, trying for any specific weight. I'm just kind of spinning it. But I have 4 1-ounce bats, abouts. So this is what I think I'm going to do. With the first one, I'm going to do like a 2-ply. Like sample each of these.
Oh, that's smart.
And then with this one, I'm going to do like a Navajo ply. And I don't know what I'm going to do with the other 2. Guess maybe I'll do like a 4-ply or something. I don't know. I haven't decided.
Or a single.
I'm not done with singles.
Or long draw.
I could try that.
Or...
So... That was awesome. So, so yeah, but that's what I'm doing. So I have Epic Washing of the Fleece Fiber Wash Report.
Okay.
The official report. So my mohair is finished. I spun it.
Yay. Ooh, it's so fuzzy.
Can I just tell you how much I hate mohair? And it's washed and dunked, and I got 16 wraps per inch. Again, I didn't like try for any specific weight. I was just spinning. And it's like, it's nice. I just am not a mohair person. And that's my hair. So this is done. I just had to do 1 ounce. So it's done. All of my Cormo is washed.
Awesome.
And dried. Here's the one that I did on Monday.
You've been busy.
And then these I did earlier. There's brown, and then the brown and white. So it's all dry. I just need to card up 4 ounces of it.
Yay.
And then I'll be at my 50%. So I'm like almost there. Well, I have to spin the Jacob. And I'm saying that I'm going to do sampling, but I might just give up and just do whatever the heck I want. Because I didn't say how I was going to spin it. I was just going to spin it.
True. But it could be fun to sample.
Yeah. So that's what I think. I think I'm going to do like a 2-ply and a 3-ply and a 4-ply and then call it a day. So, but that's what I'm spinning right now.
Awesome.
So, anything... I have to scroll down.
I do too.
And I have to like precariously touch my thing. Oh, okay. Gym. Anything going on with the gym besides you picking out your yarn? No? Okay. I went for a bike ride on my new bike.
Awesome.
Yes. Except for...
I rode to the park the other day.
There you go. It counts.
Totally.
I got a new bike, which is a beach cruiser, which they don't tell you this. I mean, you should know it. They're 1 speed. Riding a bike that's 1 speed in Pennsylvania, not on a beach, is dumb because it's like up or down. There's no flat. So we're going, and my legs were killing me. Plus, I needed to fix, like, you know how bikes have the thing that you open up to move stuff up and down, and then you close it, but to get it to stay, you have to tighten the other part.
Yeah.
But I didn't bring the tools with me, and it was the first time I was riding my bike, and I should have known better. But, like, the seat was tilted like this, so it wasn't very comfortable. Like, not, like, really bad. Like, it was just a little bit. And then I tried to move the seat up, and then the handlebars were tilted back a little bit, so I was, like, riding like this. I seriously felt like, you know when you watch the Muppet movie, not the new one, like the older ones, like the Muppets Take Manhattan and Miss Piggy meets Kermit the Frog and they're bike riding? That's what I felt like. Seriously. I seriously felt like that, and I felt really dumb.
That's awesome.
But I did it, and we went like a mile and a half, which isn't very much, but my legs were killing me. I was like, we have to turn around. I'm sorry. And the girls were like, oh, and I'm like, it's raining. We're turning around because it was like sprinkling. So, but like my legs were so sore, and I had planned on doing cardio knitting today, but my legs are still sore. So I did not. But Thursday I will do some, and I need to pick out tomorrow yarn.
I'm trying to debate for that if I want to do the socks this month or next month.
I'm actually leaning more towards next month.
Me too, because I have a lot going on already, and I don't want to not finish them and then not get points.
Right, because if I don't finish them, I probably will never finish them. So yeah, but that's all I'm talking about but I'm like, felt really stupid riding my bike. But it's a really cool bike. Like the whole time I was like, this is so pretty. Because it's like lime green and blue and just pretty.
It's fun.
It is funny. So, okay. Randomness. So, buy fat. There will be a link in our show notes, which is on our blog, which is the Weasley Sisters Podcast.wordpress.com. So go there and check it out because we're linked to everything we're talking about. So there'll be Star Knits and Naturally Knitty links.
Sweet.
Buy from us. Jessica has really cool Rolex, which I still need to start spinning those, but I need to finish my new 50% first.
That's understandable.
So yeah. Randomly,
yes,
there's not much going on with me, except for I told you all I was a new Jamberry consultant. Jamberry consultant. I'm like really bad with saying it. Jamberry consultant. Jamberry. Anyways, I got my starter kit today. I'm so excited. And Jessica's going to be hosting a show.
Yes.
On Facebook in a couple of days. I just have to get my samples ready.
I'm excited.
And send them out to you. Not only did I get my starter kit, though, I got my hostess rewards from... Remember I hosted a party to get my starter kit?
Yes.
Well, on top of my starter kit, I got a lot of extra stuff. And Andy won't let me take off these nails, these sheep nails, to put on these new nails. I'm so annoyed. So I'm just kind of waiting. But that's okay. But I told Madison, because Madison bites her nails... like so much that her nails are, I don't know how she does it. Oops.
My kids do too.
Like her nails are like below where her finger is.
Mm-hmm.
She bites them so much. So I told her we're going to try the Jamberry method, which means I'm putting wraps on her nails. And
she best not chew them off or you're going to kick your butt.
Yeah, that's what I said. But I saw like a picture that's, of people who like had bit their nails and then 2 weeks later they were actually growing again. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm going to see if I can get her to do that. She doesn't, like, they don't really stick to her. I think she has oily nail beds, so I need to make sure she does that.
Mm-hmm.
And Bella, when I was ordering, wanted me to get these from my party. She wanted these, which they're called they're called bows and little momos. So little mustaches
That's funny.
and bows. And she's like totally wanting me. So this is like the juniors
Okay.
set. So you get 3, but they're smaller. So if you have like skinnier nail beds, um, these would work for you. But um, Bella's like super excited about them.
They're cute.
And I was gonna do it for them tonight, but I didn't.
Things happen.
Yeah, stuff just happens. So yeah, but that's what is going on in my life. But
Randomly,
I think that it's cool.
I got some club fiber, and I don't think I've shared this with you in a while because it was still upstairs. From Pancake and Lulu.
Ooh, from your club.
Yes. So this
I haven't shared for months and months. You owe us like 6 months.
Well, I have 2.
Okay.
This one is March, and it is called Lakeshore.
Oh, that does look like a lakeshore.
It's pretty. I like it.
It is.
And then this one is April, and it is called New Growth.
Ooh, I like that one too.
It's pretty. And I'm thinking I want to mash stuff up with them, but I'll wait till I get more.
That's what I did. I did a whole mashup sweater.
Well, because they're only 3 ounces, not your typical 4.
I know this.
So.
Actually, the Bat Club that I just had for Christmas, because it was only 3 months, was only 3 ounces as well. Really? But she always sent like a little sample too, which was nice.
No, but they're pretty. And I like them. And I will add that to my other collection.
That's cool. I'm excited for you.
My tablet keeps turning off, so I have to keep looking up show notes. That's all I have for... I'm so lame. No, like...
That's all I had. I'm lame too.
I was able to help my uncle, or our uncle, surprise Mom and Dad with a visit. So that was fun.
That's cool. How did that go?
It was good.
They
were surprised.
Remember that one time when we surprised them for Christmas?
Yes.
That was totally awesome. So this is what we did. This was before Jessica was living with them. So we told Jessica to tell our mom and dad that they were going to sleep over for Christmas and to clean up and get the rooms ready. This was like probably 6 years ago, maybe 7.
It was a long time.
So then Andy got off of work and we drove through the night and got there at like 7 in the morning. And Jessica was already there. And it wasn't like Christmas. It was like Christmas Eve or maybe a couple of days before Christmas. But we had told them that we weren't able to get off or something. I forget. So Jessica had told them just to clean up and they were going to sleep over. So, so they had like a room ready because if you're going to stay at someone's house, they need to have a room ready for you. You know what I mean? You can't just surprise them that way. Anyway, so then we drove through the night and then we rang the doorbell and Dad came to the door. It was the funniest face. I wish we had videoed it. It would have been awesome. But that was before like Instagram and stuff.
No, they both definitely did like double takes. When,
it was awesome.
It was funny.
And then when Dawn and Chris surprised them for Dad's 60th birthday, that was cool too. We like to do surprises. It's fun.
It is. But Truby loved him so much. It was so funny.
Oh, I bet.
And like, okay, so backstory, Trubin, it's an odd name, obviously, some of you would say.
I do not, but go on.
It's my mother's maiden name, so my uncle is, that's his last name. So I was explaining this to Trubin, and he's just like, confused. Because I was like, your first name is his last name. And he's just like, what? Like, so confused. But he like was so funny with him. At first he kept calling him Robin, like a bird. Or Batman's person.
That's awesome.
What is that, sidekick?
Yeah.
And I was like, no. So then, like, by the end of the weekend, he's like, hey, Rob. And he just, like, walked by him. See you later, Rob. And, like, it was really cute.
That's hilarious.
They bonded.
That's really funny.
But
I
yeah.
saw your kids singing
Oh,
on Facebook. Chloe
belted
sings
it
like
out
that.
there.
Yeah. But I thought it was funny that where they were like, we might have the words wrong because we don't really know them.
Yeah.
It was really funny.
Well, Chloe was seriously, like, singing all day long, and, like, throughout the neighborhood. We were outside having a fire that night, and, like, they're running around playing outside, and, like, it's the Frozen songs. It was, like, just singing her heart out, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, the neighbors must be so sick of this song, because I am. And then I was like,
too.
I might as well tape this, because it's cute.
It was. That is funny. But, like, that's funny because you're, like, a really good mom, because me, I'm like, stop singing! Shut up already! And then I threaten them with Justin Bieber songs, because they don't like Justin Bieber. And I'm like, if you sing a song that gets stuck in my head, I will play a Justin Bieber song for you. And they try it, and I play Justin Bieber songs for them, and they don't like it.
That's funny.
That is mean. I'm the mean person. Like, we figured this out already. You're knitting socks for mom. Like, sock number 2. I've never knit for anyone in our family, but, like...
Well, I mean, I wear socks, but I don't wear them so much. Like, so I make them for other people.
Yeah. I made socks for my husband once, and it took forever. And after that, I was like, I'm just going to knit for myself from now on.
Actually, the first pair of socks I made for Joe were llama socks out of handspun. Well, llama and mohair mix. They just busted a hole.
Wow.
This year. Well, he used them for hunting.
Well, Andy doesn't even wear the socks I knit him.
But they lasted a long time. Like, a good, probably 10 years.
That's cool.
Of hunting. But yeah.
Anyways, we are totally just randomly rambling.
That's right, because this is random randomness.
But we should probably let you guys go.
Yes.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.